Check.
Don't see anyone on that.
It's probably because we're still in the car parking garage. We haven't gotten out of the parking garage yet.
Bright
light. Bright light. Here. Maybe this loud. It'll just make my battery go dead faster. I don't really care. You have your phone. It doesn't matter if it goes dead, because like I said, you got your phone. It'll probably be like half hour before we make it back to town.
Yeah.
So, leaving Seattle Children's and heading back to Everett. Woohoo! I got my life privileges back in time to drive home. So, I guess, I don't know. I don't really care. It's whatever. I did live streaming of my work commute for years. And, like, after not doing it for, I don't know, what has it been, 8 or 9 months? I can't remember. How long has it been since August? I don't fucking remember. In August, I started working from home, so I stopped doing my, my regular work commute, dash cams. So, I don't know, this person was odd. Was odd.
And pretty much rude, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Hello, Mercedes. Mercedes. You know what? Going back to that event we went to, the G-Wagon is still my favorite. I know you really liked, what is it? Oh, for frickin' frick. I can't remember what it was. The white car with like the surround dash. That whole like UI screen dash. The entire dash was nothing but glass. Anyway, that was a cool one. I still like the G-Wagon though. Okay, we are leaving Seattle Children's Hospital and well, once we do get on the interstate, we're gonna go I-5 north to Everett. We are in Washington State right now. We just spent the entire day since 8 a.m. at the hospital. Tests, and more tests. So, we are on our way. My co-pilot Roma will be reading chat. She's in the front seat with me. She was the one that was taking all the tests today at the hospital. So, although I don't think anyone said anything, but if you do, she's gonna read to us, and we will respond.
We're like, okay.
Oh, that's it. Oh, it's just that's a TikTok message, like message from TikTok to say that, you know, more likes will get us more responses. Yeah, it was really gloomy earlier this morning. Like we had fog and it was like spitting rain at us, and look at that sky.
It's very
look
clear,
at that. Yeah, it cleared up. I knew I had a feeling we're gonna be stuck behind this bus for a minute because I want in this lane and I'm not feeling like dodging around it. I mean, I had a feeling it was going to clear up and look nice, and I was right. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice blue sky, white puffy clouds. I love living here. It's so gorgeous. We still don't have leaves budding. Well, actually, no. Those trees look like they do have little nodules of buds starting, so we got that going for us. But once we get on the highway, there is gorgeous evergreens all the way north to where we live, because we live in Everett. It's about 26 miles away. We're just gonna go straight up I-5 north from Seattle. We're gonna cut through the University District a little bit to get to I-5. What does that say?
Where are we? We're in Washington State, Seattle.
Yep, we are in Seattle, Washington. We just left Seattle Children's Hospital, where we spent the day. And we are going to be heading north on I-5 to Everett, Washington. But yeah, it was so gloomy, and look, it's just gorgeous right now. Look at that sky.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do have a very, very low battery because I didn't charge my phone the whole time we were there, and I was kind of like scrolling videos because dopamine. So my phone's probably gonna die on the way. So if the live stops abruptly, it's because my phone died. But yeah, my co-pilot, Miss Roma here, is gonna be reading chat and letting me know if there are questions. Oh, I don't have the right kind of charge, honey. Those are the magnetic ones. What's this dude doing? He's just chilling here. I don't know what's going on. He's just chilling. He must be running early, but he's like blocking this whole lane. Oh, I just heard his air brake. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get around him. Oh, no, he's driving now. Oh, well. We're moving at least. Yeah, he must be running early. Now he's gotta get all the way across. But we need to be in this lane because we got to go straight so we can get up to I-5.
It's a slinky bus.
It is a slinky bus. The bendy boy. Yeah, we call them slinky buses because they got that. Oh, what the heck? What is this? Oh, is that a blinker or is that? Yeah, it's just a blinker. Never mind. I could only see part of the ass end of this car. I thought, oh no, he's got flashes on. And I thought maybe that was why the bus was just sitting there, but it's blinker. Never mind. Never mind. But, yeah. We're going to be heading north on I-5, going to Everett, Washington. It's where we live. I love it up here. We lived up here since about 2007. Moved up here from Dallas, Texas. And I tell you what, the only reason I contemplate leaving is just the actual price of living here. But other than that, I have no reason to leave. I love it here. It's gorgeous. People are nice. I know. I like it here. And I guess, people complain about the Seattle freeze, and yeah, that is totally a real thing. The Seattle freeze is real. It really is. It's hard to make friends up here. It's hard to join a social group and everything. But if you have special interests, it's real easy to get in with groups of people and make friends if you have special interests. Focusing on that kind of stuff will get you in with groups of people.
Oh, your nephew lives in the Pacific? That sounds pretty nice. Oh, Marysville.
We used to live in Marysville for a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Very, very nice up there. I like it. I like Marysville too. It's definitely a different feeling from Everett. Even though we're right next to each other, it's a little bit more country than Everett. Just a little bit, not too much.
Okay, that's just another message from TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok keeps poking us to do something. We're not exciting enough. I'm so sorry. We're passing through part of the University of Washington. There's buildings on both sides over here that are either housing or... oh goodness, it's getting warm in here. It's either housing or classes or administrative stuff.
I enjoy my trip to... Cool.
Yeah, coming to Seattle.
Hey, I'm moving to Everett. How is it there?
I actually really like Everett. We've lived in Everett, whew, goodness, since you were in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, how old were you in 4th grade? I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Around 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah, something like that. And she's 22 now, so we've lived in Everett for, a good long while. And I like it there. I mean, there's still near a whole bunch of stuff. But we live in an area of Everett that's in between 2 of the big parks. So we live in between Forest Park and Howarth Park over by Mukilteo Boulevard. So we are over by the water. It's quiet for the most part over there. Sometimes, like when we have the windows open, you can hear the seals, you know, doing their bark, which I can tell you it does not sound like a dog. They have a very distinctive sound that they make. So you know that they are the seals out there versus the random neighborhood dogs. But we can hear the seals out there playing. I don't know, it's nice. If my phone lasts long enough, I don't think it is. It's at 11%. It's going to die before we get to Everett. I was going to say, you can see what it looks like once we get closer, but, yeah. We end up driving through this area because we have to pass through one of the big parks to get to where our apartment building is at. I call it the Green Tunnel because literally it's like a tunnel of trees that you have to pass through. It's the cutest area. I love it there because everything is green. Like, we're in the middle of the city and you see all these trees everywhere. It's like that it's like that everywhere here. There's green and trees everywhere. And coming up here from Dallas, Texas, where it's just a big concrete, flat, gray place, it was amazing to me. The first time I ever flew up here, I came up here for a visit, and I fell in love with the place. It's gorgeous. So, like, we're in the middle of the city, yet you're still surrounded by trees everywhere you go. Trees and green and trees. What were they saying?
Flew Alaska Airlines from something to Seattle non-stop. I was surprised. Beautiful scenery flying.
Yes, definitely. Because I flew Dallas to Seattle nonstop when I came up here. And I tell you what, when we were flying over, I was shocked by the sheer number of trees and the density of the greenery all the way up to the airport. I was just like, what? I thought this was the city. Like, I mean, can you see this right now? All the trees? We are in the middle of the freaking city. And you cannot get away from greenery or trees. The whole trip on I-5, it looks like at one point you don't see all these buildings right close to the highway. It just looks like forest. But we still never leave the city. You get off on an exit, you go like a little bit, not even that, a little bit. You get off on an exit, turn, and then you're in the city like proper again. But we passed through Shoreline and Linwood and, Shoreline, Edmonds, Linwood. And then, I don't think we hit Mill Creek. It's kind of a little bit. And then you're in Everett. But the whole way is just this gorgeous greenery. And the sun is actually out on my left-hand side. Since we are going due north, the sun is on my left, and it is coming through the window. It's nice and sunny. And I don't like to drive real fast, so I am going exactly the speed limit. And I don't like to drive real fast, so I am going exactly the speed limit. I'm going 60 right now, so I'm going to just chill over here until we get to HOV lane, and then once we get to HOV lane, I'll move over and just kind of set my cruise control. What's that?
Do you know anything about trucking industry down there?
I do not. I don't know anything about the trucking industry. I know in some places I think we can have like truck trains, but I don't really see them around here, so they may have to bypass main areas. But I think they're allowed. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I don't really know anything other than, the possibility of that being an option. because I work in IT. I'm in a little bitty Hyundai Elantra right now. That's what I'm driving in. And I work in IT. I work from home. This actually used to be my daily commute to work and back. I used to do this every single day. You hate the HOV lanes? I love them.
You like these HOV lanes?
Oh, you liked them? Okay, I couldn't read it.
How far are you from Renton?
Well, we're right inside of Seattle. We're on the north side of Seattle right now, so we ain't that far from Renton. I can't tell you mileage because I don't really know. I don't go down that way. But where we live in Everett is about 26 miles from the Ferris wheel on the Seattle waterfront, because that's where I used to work right over my office. My office window used to overlook the piers over there, and you could see, like, if you look on my main profile page, you can see some of the videos I took from my old office window. You can see the sphere. So from that point to home in Everett is 26 miles north of Seattle. So yeah. I really don't know how far that is from Renton, but it ain't that far. I've had interviews down in Renton before I settled on this work from home gig. But I much prefer not having a commute. Tell you what, I much prefer sitting in my living room in some jogging pants and some sneakers and a freaking sports bra, ain't got no shirt on, and answering phones. That is my preferred method of career, if you want to call it a career. It's a job. It pays the bills.
Just wondering, trying to get in the port of Seattle for driving Central. You used to work by the water, right?
Yeah, I worked right, you could actually see the port of Seattle in some of my videos, because I pan left and right to kind of show both sides, because where I worked, my building was right by the ferry terminal over there. So if I panned right, you could see the Ferris wheel. If I panned left, you could see the port and all the cranes and stuff. Yeah, and then I also, in Everett, there's the port of Everett too. We've got a naval base out there and a port. That's pretty close to where I live in Everett too, because we live like right on the water practically. But yeah, there are, in some of my videos, when I pan to the left, you can see the port of Seattle. I don't really have a lot of actual videos on TikTok because my thing was just doing my work commute. But yeah. Yeah, there's a naval base in Everett. Used to pay $300 a month to park on the Seattle waterfront. Yeah, it's not easy. If you're a tourist, you don't even want to bring a car. If you're a tourist, just use public transportation. Do not bring a car. It costs too much and it's too hard to find parking. Where are we heading? Oh, we are heading to Everett. We are on I-5 North, leaving Seattle, heading to Everett. I think we're about close to getting to Shoreline Mountain Lake Terrace. And then after that, we will be Linwood. Yeah. But yeah, parking in Seattle is not a good, no. I do not recommend. See, what we would do is, the only reason I drove and parked was because during COVID, they shut down the train, and there was like limited bus service and stuff, and I still had to get to work. So I started driving because even with IT, I was considered essential, and I still had to be on site every day, even though the office was empty. There were sometimes it was just me, the janitor, and a security person, and that was it. Yet I still had to be on site. I never understood that. But whatever. Anyway, so that's why parking became a thing for me. But before that, we would even come to Seattle just for shits and giggles, for fun. Snohomish County. We're in Snohomish County. But we would catch the bus from Everett, because there's express buses that just don't get off the highway. They stay the highway the whole way. Take the express to Seattle, get off there, and we could, we'd go down to like Pioneer Square, because there's a mall there, and there's some really cool places to like walk around and shop and stuff, or walk around and see. We'd go down to Seattle Center and go to the museums and stuff, or just walk around there. They have the monorail from Pioneer Square to Seattle Center. And then also at Pioneer Square, you can get on the train. And we would just sometimes take the train just to go, a light rail. Sorry, not really the train. Train and light rail are different. Anyway, we would take the light rail and take that over to the airport just because. So, I mean, it's something that we used to do just for fun. We never really did I hate this little groove in the road. We never really would, if we were going to Seattle for fun, we wouldn't take a car. It was too much. Too much money, too much hassle. It was just so much easier to take public transportation. And, you kind of, it's a little more difficult to pick and choose where you're going to go, because if there's not a bus stop nearby, you're going to have to walk for a little bit, but so what? Free bus service? No. I don't think they do. Because we had bus passes. Everybody in my family is disabled, so we have like the disabled bus passes. So it's a little bit cheaper, but yeah, we had bus passes. But hell, a bus pass is so much cheaper than trying to drive and then park. Like, oh my God. Especially with gas prices the way they are, shoot. Just take a bus. It's so much easier. I feel bad driving over here because there are people behind me who want to go faster, and I'm like, damn, I'm already going 70. I got everybody else like trying to get past me. But no, I don't know. And see, like, you see all the trees here? We're still right in the middle of the city. We ain't never left. You can see some clouds up ahead. Looks like it might rain again, which, that's typical for here. We get lots of rain, lots of wet. Although we did have a pretty decent spate of time where it was really dry during the winter. Granddaughter works at We used to go. We don't do it no more because we used to go to Winco all the time, but we don't do it anymore just because of COVID. My mom and my daughter this dude just totally breaking laws. There's a reason why there's a double solid line, mister. You ain't supposed to cross that. Anyway, because of COVID and stuff, we try not to go to actual stores anymore. We get everything delivered. And that's another thing about up here. You can get everything delivered. Get groceries delivered. You can get your non-perishable necessities delivered. Everything, like even stuff on Amazon. Up in Everett, I can order something in the morning and it'll be there in the afternoon. Crime? I don't think so. I mean, maybe if you're like downtown Seattle, there's a lot of drugs there, but it's real quiet where I live. Doesn't seem, I don't know, not abnormal amount, I guess. I don't know what to say about it. A shootout today? I don't know. I've been in the hospital all day, so I have no idea what's been going on. That's what we did. We went from Everett to Seattle to go to Seattle Children's. My daughter had a bunch of testing today at the hospital. So I have no idea. Speak up, Rome. I can't hear you.
Do you live near the 3-something museum?
Huh? Stooges? Is that what that says?
Yeah.
I do not know. I didn't know there was a Three Stooges museum, so I do not know.
The only museum I can remember going to when I was younger is the children's one.
Yeah, we live real close to the children's museum. We used to go there all the time. And then in Seattle, you've got Mopop, which is the Museum of Pop Culture. Used to be, oh gosh, what it used to be called something else. Dagnabbit, I can't remember what it was called before. Anyway, it's got a lot of, so they had like a Star Trek exhibit, they had fantasy movie exhibit, they had a horror movie exhibit, they had, for a while, they had Jimi Hendrix exhibit.
The Tower of Instruments.
Yeah, they've got like this tornado tower of instruments in it. I just can't, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
The Pacific Science Center. I like the Pacific Science Center. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't really know where it's at. Sorry. Oh, the EMP, thank you, yes. Yeah, the Imagine Music, it was, yeah. Experience Music Project, that was what it was. Experience Music Project, or some shit. Like, is that what EMP stood for? I can't remember. Now it's the Mopop. It's a funky looking building, that's all. This dude needs to get off my ass. I swear to God. I have an Acura tailgating me. Drive around me. You don't like how fast I'm going? Drive around me. Well, thank you for hanging out. It's always nice to talk to people. I do have my battery at 3%, so it's probably going to cut us off on its own soon anyway.
Maybe we could do something like this maybe in the future if we...
Well, yeah, next time we go down to Seattle for medical stuff, like, we'll be doing it again probably April 6th. Because we got to go back down to Seattle for some more tests and stuff on April 6th. So... And then again on April 17th, because that's when we actually have surgery. Goodness, that person's just blazing past me.
Impatient.
Very impatient. I was going 70. Rude. He's gonna have a wreck. That is just dangerous driving right there. We are now officially in Everett. Well, we've been in Everett for a minute. Like that first exit, we just passed that exit. It is 128. That's like the first official exit for Everett. The next exit is the one that we're going to get off on because we need to go over to Fred Meyer.
Pick up meds.
Yeah, we're going to go to the pharmacy and then we're actually going to head home because we need to stop and do some adulting. Doing some adulting. Oh, we're at 2%. It is definitely going to die before we get off the highway, I think.
If the light...
I'm going to let this Ford pass me and then I'm going to start moving over because I got to get off.
Alright. If the live stream cuts off...
We can say thank you for hanging out with us ahead of time.
Thank you for hanging out with us ahead of time. We hope you guys have a good day kind of thing, or evening, wherever you are.
Yeah, we're going to move over again. And then we're going to move over one more time so we can get off on this exit. Make sure I'm clear over here in my blind spot. Alright. So we're going to get off at this exit, and we're going to curve around and go to Fred Meyer.
Yeah.
We're at 2%. 2%. Yeah, I'm actually surprised it lasted this long. I thought for sure it was going to die long before we ever got to Everett, but traffic was real good. We got here fast, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got here real fast. We're going to get off over here. We live off of Mukilteo Speedway. No, Mukilteo Boulevard. What am I thinking? Not Mukilteo Speedway. Goodness. So, close to Whidbey Island Ferry. Been over there a few times.
With some good friends of ours.
Yep, we went over there for the beach house.
Mm-hmm. My friend Ruth and I went to the beach to explore.
Yep. And you sold candy out there at the ferry terminals on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the Mukilteo side and, oh gosh, what was that other place called?
I can't really remember.
I can't remember neither. We were on the Mukilteo side and the Whidbey Island side, but it's got Clinton. I think it was Clinton. Does that sound familiar? I don't know. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. And I pretty much enjoyed doing like the ferry.
Yes, I think that was the most fun place to sell candy at, was at the ferry, the ferry terminal, walking up and down the rows. And that was really cool. I actually enjoyed that a lot.
Instead of like standing in one place.
Yeah, I like that better than being at the grocery stores and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see so many other people. You actually get to interact with people in a different, and it's just different. Okay, Everett, we are in 1%. The city. We're at 1%. Woo-hoo! 1%. But yeah, this is Everett. I mean, it's not much like from this vantage point because we haven't gone very far, but this is Everett.
Mm-hmm.
We are turning left onto Evergreen Way. We're gonna jump over to Fred Meyer, which is kind of like closest approximation, I guess, is a Walmart, but they're more expensive. Like they're trying to be a fancy Walmart. Like they're in between Walmart and Target. So you've got Walmart, Fred Meyer, and then you got Target as far as price range. So we're heading to Fred Meyer because we're going to the pharmacy. Oh, it's so close. It's so close to dying. Are we actually gonna turn before it dies? I don't know. Yeah, it's like, hey, move it. These people are so slow.
When someone says move it, it reminds me of the movie Madagascar.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. And I am not turning into my own lane. Yes, I know. I should have turned into that middle lane. Yes, I know. But I need to be in this lane, and I don't want to fight all these other people to get over here. So pardon me for not turning into my own lane. Whee! Oh, you know what we didn't look for today when we were driving through Seattle? We did not look at the graffiti. I totally left my mind to look at the new graffiti.
What?
I like to look at the new graffiti whenever I go downtown. In Seattle, some of it's real pretty. It's always nice when they use bright colors.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going into Fred Meyer.
Gonna have to stop the live.
It's gonna cut off. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna pull up like we normally do. You wanna grab my purse and get my wallet out, and well, I don't think, just in case, take my wallet, but I don't think you're gonna need it because I don't have nothing. And Grandma's medicine doesn't cost anything, right?
Mm-hmm. And neither does mine.
So I'll just drop you off at the door, and you can go in and get Grandma's insulin. And then I will meet you. Come on, lady. Let's go.
Move it.
And then I will meet you back over here. That sound good? Back over here. All right. Come on, people. There's a whole dang sidewalk. Get out of my way. Get. Or don't. Rude people. Right? All right. So you go in. I will pull over and park. You're not gonna be able to text me. I'll just watch, okay?
All right.
All right. So you be careful. Goodness. What was that?
People being impatient.
Shush.
And this fell.
Calm down, Miss Thing. I'll see you in a minute. Okay. Let me see if I can find a place to park that's close. I can see for her. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Everything over here is full. That's okay. I can make a lap. Goodness. My daughter is actually, we've been doing a lot of hospital stuff and doctor stuff. She's going to be having brain surgery on April 17th. So that was why we went to the hospital today. But she's got a really great surgical team, so I'm optimistic. I'm gonna sit here for a minute and then I'll go around through again. But yeah, it's gonna cut off any minute here. Working on brain surgery 4. Brain surgery number 4 is gonna be on the 17th. And then 24th is going to be brain surgery number 5. And possibly number 6, depending on what procedure they go with. I don't know if they're actually going to do number 6 on that same day, but we'll see. But that's why we went down to Seattle today, is so that she could have some further testing to get prepared for the surgery coming up on the 17th. Oh man, you can see the rain coming in. It's getting all cloudy again. It was so pretty and sunshiny and blue skies in Seattle. Hit Everett and it's like, oh, we're going to rain again, so it's all dark and gloomy. Just kind of watching to see if she comes out. I mean, she just has to get something. Ugh, sorry. I'm wearing glasses chain, and it's got like little jewelry doodaddies hanging off, and they smack me in the mouth, and if I'm talking, they go in my mouth. Yeah, she's just picking up her grandma's insulin, so shouldn't be but a minute. So I'm just kind of watching the door, waiting for her to come out, and then we will finish going home. Oh, look at that. You can see the trees are starting to bud really good over here. Little red buds all over the place. They're going to be pretty when they start to actually leaf. I'm so excited for the cherry blossoms. Hi. I am just sitting in the parking lot of Fred Meyer waiting on my daughter to go to the pharmacy and get some stuff. My phone battery is at 1%, so it is going to die any minute. Just a heads up. If the live ends, it is because my phone finally died. There's a pickup truck in the way I can't see. I can't see the door. He's just sitting there. Come on, dude. Oh, man. Oh, they gave her such a pretty, prize today for being so cooperative for her testing. It's a gorgeous Cinderella's Castle wallet, genuine leather, Disney branded, very pretty. I was very surprised. I don't think that's her. No, I don't see her yet. Oh, there she is. Let's go pick up the kid. Make sure ain't nobody behind me. Okay. But yeah, the phone is going to die any moment. It is at 1%. Let's go pick up the kid, though. Just saw her walk out. Okay. Yes, your bright yellow thing, but you could have looked both ways. That dude didn't even look. He just walked out here. Alright, Kidly Ditto. Okay.
They didn't have anything for you.
That's fine. I didn't think they would.
They didn't have anything for me, only Grandma.
Yeah, I kind of figured we were only supposed to come pick up her insulin. So that's fine.
I thought you were parking.
I did park. I went and parked. But when I saw you came out, I came to get you.